All right, welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce our first presenter for the Human Factors technical section, Dr. Mona Ahmadi Rad. Dr. Rad will be rejoining us to present another paper on behalf of her co-authors entitled Applications of Innovative Accident Analysis Methods in Railways, a Review. Welcome back, Mona.
Hello, everyone. In this presentation, we are going to know about the applications of innovative accident analysis methods in railway. Accident analysis methods have been created to identify causes and contributing factors of an accident, to determine unsafe conditions, and to recommend corrective measures to prevent similar events to occur in the future. Since they play an important role in safety improvement, various accident modeling techniques have been developed to better represent accidents as well as the complexity of sociotechnical systems. The classical accident analysis methods can be categorized into sequential models, including domain model and fault tree, event tree, root cause analysis techniques, epidemiological models, including Swiss cheese model and HFACS, and systemic models, ASIMAP, STAMP, and FRAM are examples of methods in systematic model. Despite the great benefits of these classical methods, they have a number of limitations and ignore some characteristics of complex systems. The simplified assumptions of such methods are usually related to dependencies among causes and contributing factors, complex relationships between humans and automation, organizational and human influencing factors, temporal and dynamic system behavior, and uncertainties. Furthermore, accident-related information may be distributed among multiple databases and documents, which include unstructured and structured data. For example, accident reports, occurrence databases, legal obligations, and policies and procedures. Thus, manually analyzing accident causes and contributing factors, as well as their relationships, can be time-consuming and difficult. To address some limitations of the classical approaches, network-based methods such as Bayesian networks and Petri nets have recently achieved popularity among researchers and analysts to analyze accidents and safety risks. Moreover, the advent of artificial intelligence technology, including machine learning and text mining, offers more possibilities for automatically exploring occurrence databases and accident reports and discovering implicit but not immediately obvious relationships. In this research, we review the applications of innovative methods in railway accident modeling and safety risk analysis. This helps us to gain detailed knowledge about how we can utilize such methods to analyze occurrence databases in the railway industry, particularly automation-related incident data, identify accident and safety risk factors, and evaluate train operators' risk in relation to using train cab technologies, so that we can formulate appropriate mitigation strategies to prevent and control the identified human automation safety risks at the early stage of the enhanced train control system development. What is enhanced train control system development? Enhanced train control system, in summary, this system, which is being deployed across Canadian railway operations, can monitor and control train movements and automatically stop a train if certain situations occur. We divided innovating accident and safety analysis methods into two groups: network-based methods, including Bayesian networks and Petri nets, and AI-based methods, including machine learning and text mining. Our review showed us that both Bayesian networks and Petri nets were used as a standalone approach or a model-to-model transformation approach to analyze railway accidents and the associated safety risks. For example, for the BN Bayesian networks model, we can see that some researchers use the Bayesian networks as a standalone approach to model signal paths at danger incidents, train boarding incidents, railway grade crossing occurrences, and derailments. While some other researchers use the Bayesian networks as a model-to-model transformation, for example, for modeling ATP failures. First, they extracted inventory and then mapped it into the Bayesian network model. High-speed railway accidents using HFACS railway version and then transformed to Bayesian network. Dangerous good incident, hybrid ISM, interpretive structural modeling, and Bayesian network. And also for all types of railway accidents with combination of Bayesian network, decision tree, and Petri nets. Model-to-model transformation of Petri nets also includes combined Petri nets with the stamp method and the transformation of fault tree to Petri nets. We also found that the majority of researchers combined occurrence data with expert judgment data to model accident and risk using Bayesian networks. For the AI-based methods, the text mining techniques, such as natural language processing, are usually utilized to analyze unstructured data, for example, railway accident and incident narratives. And machine learning algorithms are employed for processing the structured occurrence data. Text mining studies usually contain two steps. First, natural language processing are applied to transform unstructured text into structured data, and then machine learning algorithms are used to extract further information. Classification, clustering, and topic modeling are the common AI-based techniques to investigate railway accident databases. For example, you can see in this table some models and algorithms that was used for analyzing railway accidents, topic modeling, LDA and LSA algorithms, classification algorithms, association rule mining to identify relationships between factors, clustering, word importance analysis, and pattern recognition. The accident data related to the US railways, in other words, FRA database and NTSB reports, has been investigated more than other railways using such a new and innovative methods. As you can see in this figure, FRA and NTSB together make up 61% of the reviewed publications using text mining and machine learning for analyzing occurrence databases. In conclusion, through this review, we have found that advances in computer technology have produced a paradigm shift in accident modeling and made Bayesian networks, Petri nets, machine learning, and text mining emerging fields of accident analysis. These innovative methods have been employed standalone or in combination with the classical accident and risk analysis techniques, such as fault tree and HFACS. We aim to identify the impacts of train control systems on performance of train operators, determine the potential human error modes and their contributing factors, and formulate strategies to prevent or mitigate the negative impacts associated with the design and usability of enhanced train control on the Canadian train operators. To achieve these goals, we would appreciate it if we could get access to any type of data related to human automation, such as railway incident and accident data, on train monitoring and recording data, simulator data, human factors evaluation data. Thank you everyone for your attention, and I would acknowledge our sponsors for this research. Any questions?
Perfect. Thanks so much, Mona. Yeah, we do have time for questions if anyone wants to ask one to Mona. Well, it seems to be one in the chat. What would you, from Gord Lovegrove, what would you see as some steps to achieve your recommendations, Mona? That is access to the data.
Actually, for our research that we are planning doing as my PhD research program, we are working on funding some human factors issues and accessing to incident data, particularly related to PTC system that was employed in the US, that some Canadian railways have access to these data. And some other types of data can help us to analyze what human factors issues we would expect after implementation of enhanced terrain control. And so at the earliest stage of development of such this system, we can have some mitigation measures for this.
Perfect, thank you. I'd almost recommend, I think Yan Liu and Luke Stanginja, they had presented a very interesting, powerful database that they were developing over at NRC. It might be worth trying to contact them about getting some of the information for your guys' research. Another question from Gord here. So the data is there. Do you need a government regulation to gain confidential research access to it?
I don't think so. So I reached out to Gord, and we really appreciate if we could get access to such data. And actually, Dr. Henry can better than me know about the regulations and such things about the confidential data that we need to follow. I'll ask my supervisor to help.
Yeah, just briefly, there's nothing really stopping us other than the restrictions on the data sharing from the person who or a group that holds the data. So we're capable of signing NDAs or non-disclosure agreements.
All right, any other questions before we move on to Brittany, who is going to be our last presenter of the conference? Oh, one more came through. It's just Gord. So thank you, NDA it is. All right, I think we're just gonna move on here, Mona. Thank you so much for your presentations today.
Thank you.